The experiences of yourself. Who you are is direct experience, being.
That's the only experience.
What happens, Maya identifies with the thinking. So it looks like it. And let's say you have an experience and Maya thinks, I don't like it. I don't like it. So what do you identify with? With the experience, or I don't like it?
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Or then she has there is a different experience, and then she says, wow, this is really good. And then I want more of it. So she is identifying with the thinking, not with the experience at all.
Oh, Jesus.
So if she identifies with the thinking, we have to get her to think about me.
Yeah.
I am the Supreme. Get her to think about me. I would hear her. She would understand that this is the way for her to dissolve into me. When she dissolves, I know who I am.
Yeah.
So I know she cannot know who I am. Yet she can understand the way because she's looking for it. She's trapped. Mm-hmm. If she's not trapped and she doesn't know that she is trapped,
yeah.
she has no desire to get out.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like I used to think and say, it's better that they lock me in prison so I would have the desire to get out. Yet if I'm in prison and I don't know that I'm in prison, this is the worst situation. Because I don't even have the desire to get out from the prison that I'm in, whether I know it or not. So, because everybody is born into ignorance, everybody are born into the prison. Locked. They're in a safe.
That is the prison.
Yeah. So now I have to realize, first of all, that and acknowledge it and be honest. It's like, that's what really within me, it moved me. I realized I'm in a prison. I'm in a prison and I'm going to break free of it. I don't know how. Because I wasn't exposed to the knowledge. I was like, I don't know how. Yet that was the yearning already. It awakened. So I tried different ways and question and start looking at the belief system and even heard people who share knowledge. Yet it wasn't complete. Only when I met Nagaraj and he shared the absolute knowledge, I realized, that's the way out. Who realized it? Maya. I thought I realized it. Yet I am the witness of witnessing Maya. Yet because the witness was reduced to Jiva, means misidentified with Maya and still misidentifying to be as a body, that's all the limitations were imposed on the witness, which is same as the source, Brahman. Then, now, she understood the way. As she started going into the mind, she started removing the limitation, means removing the ignorance. She was coming out. There was yet not the direct experience of who I am. Means, so when people say, I gotta have the direct experience of who I am, I say maybe, because that was not the experience I had. I just had Maya knowledge awaken, and she realized that's the way.
Knowing.
Yeah, she realized it, she understood it, then she knew it as she started practicing. What did she practice? Thinking. She practiced thinking because I was not practicing, nothing to do with the body. I wasn't practicing breath control, nothing, or breath, observe, nothing. I didn't know any meditation. Like, although I came before I was practicing Qigong and I was being still standing, Fong never told me anything. He said, just stand. So what I did, I stand, and the mind was racing all over and was dreaming, coming back, restless, was very challenging. Why? Because Maya had no knowledge even how to work with the lower mind. Yet the focus was standing, so it was on the body. So it was still body, yet body cannot take you to liberation. So I can stand 100 years and won't be liberated. Even if I have more, the mind, Maya would quiet and there would more sense of peace, It's not enough for her. She needs to know how to get out of ignorance and dissolve.
Yes.
She has to know. That means, how would she know? Knowledge. She has to understand, right? That's why all the sages, how before even it was written, if we look at all the traditions, the knowledge was passed very closely between a student and a teacher, master, and very closely. They were very intimate, very close. They were close means being together. Now, the master used to share knowledge, hearing. Hearing the knowledge moves you the fastest.
Who's the fastest?
Fastest.
Why? Why is that? Why does it seem like that rather than reading?
Because when I hear what's coming from you, I can see exactly where it is, and from there prana can guide your prana to go in. Go in. Now the adjustments are really quickly. When you read, it doesn't give you any feedback.
Oh, that's
nothing, zero.
Because it's a dead piece of material.
It's not that the words are vibrant and alive, because if you reflect upon the words, the prana of the sage communicates with your prana, so you go into the meaning and you see the vision of the sage.
Yeah, but if you reflect, you're doing what you're saying. You're actually speaking to yourself.
Yeah, so you left the book.
You left the book. You've got to leave the book.
That's right. That's right.
So what happened with the question about Maya and mind being the same? I heard that the mind is after Maya, Maya is before.
Yeah.
So did you resolve that understanding?
Let me go over it again.
Go over it again. It's sort of resolved in a way, because I look at, because that was our discussion, I look at the aspect of the mind that you don't read about. That aspect, that is actually the responsibility for the illusion. Nobody talks about it. It's not in the literature. It may be in the knowledge, it's in the literature, but it's not in the textbooks at all about that aspect of the mind that is responsible for the illusion of it all.
Let's look. Mind, that aspect of the mind, we can call it now Jagat.
Jagat. Oh yeah, better yet.
Okay.
Call it
Ego,
ego,
senses, external universe.
Yes.
All combined together.
Yes.
This is mind.
This is Maya.
Mind.
Mind. This is mind.
This is mind.
Okay.
Lower mind.
Lower mind.
Okay?
Yeah.
The higher mind, from the lower mind, you don't know. Why? When the I thought appears, within the I, yesterday we read it, you weren't present, in the I am, there is all the 5 elements.
And the gunas.
And the gunas means the whole creation begins, because when you wake up, the whole creation, or you wake up into the creation,
yes,
you cannot see it.
That's right.
That means you don't really understand from the mind what Maya is.
Yes.
Because she is so powerful and so fast, she manifests instantaneously the whole universe. And then she is actually moving and she's forming the mind that you say my mind.
Yeah.
It's Maya.
It's Maya.
Maya is that power within her. She has 2 powers. So she manifests the whole universe.
Right.
Now, if you would know that you manifest the whole universe, you wouldn't even have to move.
No.
Right?
Right.
You manifest anything you want.
Yes. Okay.
From a person, you cannot do that.
I cannot do that if I go outward. I can do that if I go inward.
Even when from the
I can do.
From the lower mind,
I cannot do it from the lower mind. I have to leave the lower, because the lower mind is dealing with the outer world, the outer universe. So it has no function to do that. So I have to leave that.
It has.
Oh, okay.
1 second, it has. Let's go over it. Let's
I see
break
where
it
you're
apart
going.
more. In the lower mind, what I can create is very limited. I would think about it, and maybe it manifests, maybe not. When Maya think, she manifests the whole universe. That means it's different from the lower mind, because the lower mind, I think, and I would dream it. Because it's related to body, it's always around the body, then I would check in the external to see is it happening or not, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maya has no physical body.
Right.
She's not physical. That's what it's in the beginning hard to understand, because we are conditioned that the mind is always related to physical,
Yes.
when Maya is not physical at all.
Totally abstract.
Yeah, it's subtle. See, she's so subtle that she manifests the whole universe. Now, when she thinks, she manifests instantaneously.
Yes.
Okay, in the lower mind, now we have the power if we leave the body. That means if we start dreaming, we talked about it yesterday, when we go into the mind and we dream, let's say I close my eyes and I leave the world completely, and now I'm dreaming. So now I'm dreaming, I'm awake. Now I'm dreaming, I'm in Israel. Am I in Israel?
No.
Yes.
You are in your mind, but you're not physically.
And there's no physical.
Oh, no physical.
If I'm dreaming,
Then you're there, of course.
I'm dreaming,
Yeah, you're there.
I'm there.
Of course.
So now I dream that I walk through the walls.
Yes.
Am I walking through the walls?
Yes, you are.
Yes. I jump from the plane.
Yes.
Am I jumping?
Yes.
That means now if I truly stay in the dreaming,
Yes.
I start to see the power of the mind as just for itself. Yet it's still around objects, so it's still very limited, because creation creates the material world. So it's even prior to that. That's Maya. This is the knowledge aspect of Maya. Yeah? She used the knowledge from the source to manifest this whole universe instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
So when she
There it is.
before,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with body.
Yeah.
Yeah, she manifests the universe without physical forms. Only then, when she manifested, she is now moving into the form, because she's everywhere in the manifestation. She's everywhere. She's in the rock, she's in the plant, she's everywhere in the manifestation. Everywhere you perceive, she's there. Maya, it's like what we look is Maya, 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 Maya. Everywhere is Maya, because we don't see Brahman. She covers it completely.
Yeah.
She covers it. So all we see, it's like, if I could see Brahman, then she would be liberated. Yet because she cannot see, so when she goes out, all she sees is herself, Maya, manifested.
Yeah.
Maya, 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 Maya. She's looking for the Brahman. She realized no Brahman here. No Brahman here.
Got to find somewhere else.
I have to go a different direction. So now she has to go back from the body,
Backward.
back to the mind, through the mind to the witness, and the witness is absorbed to Brahman.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's her way.
Yeah.
So now that's why they say Maya, and that's why they say mind. Because if they would use only mind,
Yeah.
you would think that the mind that you are familiar is the same as the creator, which is not. Is not the same power. So from the mind you have to move to the aspect that is the creator, the creation itself.
Yeah.
Means you have to be in the creation enough. Then what happens, because now if you'll stay only in the creation, you will have, as Maya knowledge, the power to create anything.
Yeah.
Not enough for liberation.
Not enough for liberation.
Because she can be lost in her creation on the subtle. So the sages said, this is very dangerous. You have to realize this would be an obstacle. Nagaraj used to speak a lot about, be aware. If you will stay with Maya knowledge only in the creation, she will never dissolve into Brahman. Because she can continue create.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
And
sages
be-
with the cities.
Yeah, this is why it is so powerful. So that's why you look at some people that they go in, unless they share absolute knowledge, you don't know where they are in the creation. Maybe they are manifesting all kind of things. Maybe they are doing, you don't know. Maybe Maya is cultivating all different, mesmerizing, playing with powers.
Yeah. So
She is not going to be liberated like that, because what's missing for her is the knowledge for her to return to me, to who I am. Or
she doesn't want
or there's no willing to give that aspect of her up. Because let's say Maya now from ignorance went into knowledge. She's deep within. She's in her mind now. She's in herself. Now she's cultivating new powers, still coming out to the body. So there's misidentification. And now she's like, from that point, I don't want to give it up. Maybe I practiced 10 years, 20 years. I don't want to give it up. So this might be the last attachment.
That's the last
attachment that one has. Yeah. They have to give it up for Maya to dissolve. So that's an example. Yeah. It can be also for masters even masters, Qigong or Tai Chi, they're great masters. For years they cultivated. That might be their last attachment. They're not willing to give it up. They cannot be liberated. They won't be liberated. Yet they're true masters. You can come to them, they can move your energy, move you, everything. They see subtle, yet still they are in the play. Yeah, they are still Maya. Yeah. It's still, so Maya knowledge, it's from Maya ignorance or from the mind. We don't understand Maya like this. Only when Maya moves into herself, it reveals. Now you start to witness, because we are talking Maya to dissolve into you, right?
Yes.
So nothing to cultivate powers. It's all about get her to think, because she is the thinker, about you. Only think about you.
I am.
Yes. As she thinks about you, the more she thinks about, she starts to understand that this is the way for her to merge into you. Because you illuminate her. Once you illuminate her, she is start to dissolve. So she's very happy. She's very peaceful. She is quiet. She's not restless when because when she goes out to the material world, she's reactive. She is restless. She is fearful. She is lost in ignorance. So when she's close to your proximity, she's starting to feel the bliss of yourself. And you start to know that you are the witness. You know that because you're the knower. Yeah. She's known by you. So you witness her, and then she dissolves. Now, it can be suddenly she dissolves and you remain. And then she comes out, and then she concentrates, she thinks about you, and she dissolves. And you remain. So there would be a dance like that.
Dance like this, back and forth.
So she starts to abide in you. She starts to abide in you. Now, when Maya forgot you, every movement that she was manifesting was to look for you. Everything. The moment she forgot you, from that moment on, all her focus on is seeking you. With the knowledge, she starts to realize, she understands how to look for you, because she's the thinker, she has to think about you. Yeah? Because Brahman is everywhere. So what direction does she has to go if you're everywhere?
Everywhere, that's what you're.
So
You're everywhere. There is no direction.
So she tried to do that. So
If you're everywhere,
she went out looking for me everywhere. In the objects that she created. She's looking here, she's looking here, she's looking here, she's looking to have this object. She's looking, maybe I'll experience through this, the body, this thing. She's looking to, like, maybe I'll have this relationship, or maybe I'll have children. No, maybe when, or she's looking all the possibilities. Maybe I'll be in the Himalaya. No, maybe I'll dive deep within. Maybe I'll climb this mountain. She's looking for me everywhere.
she's got to look. She's got to look. She's got to look.
It's every action you take.
Everywhere she's looking for me.
She's got to look inward.
Yeah. So now,
even the phrase of going inward is a very interesting phrase because she's going outward. There's only one direction, and that's inward. If she's outward.
now she hears the knowledge. And the knowledge points her. She has to go inward. So now, if she closes her eyes, the inward, the world that she's facing is the material world. So she's still dreaming. It's not really going into Maya knowledge. So it's not really yet inward. The sages says this is yet outward.